Hello everybody and welcome to Hydraulic Master once again. Today I'd like to show you how we're going to connect a joystick to the cable. This is something a lot of our customers ask us how to do, and in addition to that we're also going to show you how to connect the joystick and cable to the valve and the rest of the components. I'll show you the components and I'll show you what tools you'll need. We'll give you one example today, but this in principle is the same for all products. Let's get started. So here we have the electronic joystick. We just fold back the rubber cover, just to get the dust cover. We get that out of the way. That will give us access to the sockets. Now you've got 3 ball sockets here. 2 are for cables, and 1 is for the nylon ball that's fixed to the rest of the unit. What we're doing now is we're just releasing this nylon ball. So we take out the screws from the bottom of the block. It should just come out quite easily. And what it does, it releases the nylon ball. This is actually the third ball that we need. So 2 are on the cables and 1's from the block. And then we just loosen up the screws from the block. And these 2 screws here are what are actually going to grip the cables. So when we feed them in through the block, we don't need to take them out completely, we just loosen them enough to be able to feed the cables through. Then we feed the cables in through the bottom of the block, and you'll see below the balls there's a line, a groove cut into the cables. We line that groove up. Let's do the second one. And once the groove is lined up, we can feed the balls right through the end, and we hook them, or we just push them in to the sockets. Okay. See, first one, just a gentle tap. With the metal balls, it's quite a tight fit. So we just give them a gentle tap with a rubber mallet, and they just fall into place. Okay, they just pop in. Okay, and you'll know when they're in. It's quite clear to see if they've found sort of their location. Now for the third ball, this is the nylon ball that we removed earlier. That goes in a lot easier, it just falls into place, and this is really what holds the ball joints to the block. We just feed that screw back in the hole. That's all nice and tight. Okay. And then we just put the screw back in. This is the screw we removed earlier, and that just holds everything in place. So we're just reaffixing the nylon ball to the block. Again, don't need to over tighten it, it's just there to hold everything in. Now the cables are fed through. They're all in place, and then the groove that we've got cut in that I mentioned earlier, we line that up. And this little grub screw, we just tighten to stop the cable sliding out. So again, you'll know when it's in the right place because the grub screw will screw in flush. If the grub screw is not going in flush, it means it's not found the groove. And you can see there that's nice and flush and the cable's not moving. Do the same action on the second one. We just push that cable in, we line it up with the grub screw, and then we just tighten to keep the cable nice and still in position. Just finding the position there. You can feel your way through this. It's not so difficult. And that's lined up nicely. Again, the screw is flush, and you'll see there we've got both cables are in their sockets, and the third nylon ball is also connected, and you can feel it there. Something else that's worth mentioning, there's a little black switch with a red top to it, and this little switch needs to be in the out position while we're doing this action. Okay, and then we're just feeding back the cover. Okay, this is the tricky part. It's the simple part, but it can be tricky sometimes. We'll just hook it over the top there, and then it looks as it did before. You've now got both your cables connected neatly to your electronic joystick. And now we're ready to take this and connect it to the rest of the valve. Thanks very much, and you can see us connecting this to the valve in the next video.